it going? So I'm gonna do a nighttime video. The lighting's not as good in here, but hopefully it looks alright. So I'm just stopping in to give you an update and let you know how things are going, which is good. Everything's going really well. And honestly, at this point, I'm on very low calorie day 26, and I can't deny how happy it makes me to have found something that works and is basically uncomplicated. Most diets require you to do a lot of work to make them happen. The only thing that I need to do on this is to just eat properly and not over exercise, drink enough water and that sort of thing. So, I mean, it's really just a godsend to have such an uncomplicated program that works so well, and I'm loving it. And even though I'm feeling ready to move into P3, I have 15 more days left. I'm going to go for 40. It gives me 4 days to stabilize before Thanksgiving. And I'm going to do a very low calorie Thanksgiving. There's no point in going crazy. But so I've been working on recipes for that. But that'll be another video down the line. Anyway, so let me get to the point. I'm finally releasing again. In my last video, I was stabilizing after the Halloween drinking. There was a good deal of drinking. I think I hate to say this, I think I had 8 beers. But anyway, I ate on protocol during that entire time. I also had Tom. So it was a little bit of a complicated week. I had stabilized for 5 days at 188. And on the day that I went drinking, it was day 5 of being 188. And the next day I was down to 184.7, obviously from dehydration. That wasn't like real weight loss. The next day I went up a pound to 180. I'm sorry, so that was 184.7. The next day I was up to 185.7. The next day after that I was up to 186.1. So, and then I stayed there for another day. So I basically lost almost 4 pounds after the drinking and gained 1.4 pounds back and stayed there for just a little while. And then after that, I was down to 184.3 and then 183.3. And I was 183.3 yesterday and today. But if you've looked through my videos, or even if you look at the sidebar down below, I don't remember what side it's on, but you can see my progress, and I basically lose a pound and then stabilize, and lose a pound and a half and then stabilize. That's pretty much how my body is doing things. So okay, fine, pretty normal, back on track and losing. Really excited. Another thing is that week of Tom and everything else being a little off kilter, I really did not do well in drinking water. I just did terrible. So the last 3 days, I've finally gotten back onto drinking about a gallon, and I immediately dropped away when I started drinking more water. So, and feel fuller, because I like to stay up late, and I eat at like 6, 7 o'clock at night. I just can't wait. So I need something to tide me over, and the water really helps. Other than that, I'm feeling really good. No issues with, almost no issues with hunger. I, on occasion, feel a little hungry. I've never felt excessively full, but I'm on the sublingual, and it's my first round. Who knows? We'll see if it's different. I probably will stick with sublingual next time. Although I bought my sublingual, so I bought the HCG from All Day Chemist, but I actually bought like this kit from someone, and it was very expensive. And I've seen, like Mama Clock, she has her own HCG website. I'll probably get something from her or something. It's just do it myself this time. But yeah, I'm feeling wonderful. Really, really good, really healthy. Also, I'm not exercising that much. Taking the dog for walks, 30 minutes. I take her for pretty long walks. Not much more than that. I'm going to wait till P3 to really start exercising. And even then, it seems like you have to kind of watch it and monitor how your body reacts to exercise versus how many calories you're taking in. So that will be for later. Now, I have done a couple things off protocol the last few days. You know, when I first started 26 days ago or 28 days ago, whenever, and I was watching all the blogs, and there was like so much about coconut oil and people using it, and I was just like, it's not on protocol, I'm afraid. And I've gotten to the point where my lips are ridiculously dry, and so I started just putting it on my lips. We have coconut oil around the house, unrefined, the most natural. And honestly, I'm going to say to any of you who use coconut oil, I really suggest using unrefined coconut oil. You want to use natural oils. You want to use raw oils. Whether it's grapeseed oil or coconut oil or olive oil or any oils that you're using. Obviously in P3 and P4. But when you're using, you should use natural oils. Your body breaks them down so much easier. And there's different oils for different cooking temperatures. So if you want to cook at a really high temperature, just look it up online and say, like, you know, what oils are good for cooking at high temperatures. And I think like avocado oil is really good for cooking at high temperatures. But you buy it unrefined. Your body breaks it down easier. And just in general, like, food healing is such a major thing. My brother does food healing. I mean, it changed his life. So there's so many things that you can heal with different types of foods. But I really suggest using an unrefined coconut oil. I mean, the coconut oils that we used to hear about in the past that were so bad for you, you know, at the movie theater or whatever, that's hydrogenated. It's cooked. It's just, you know, it's not, it doesn't have the same chemical makeup anymore when it is processed. Anyway, so, you know, I think probably a lot of you know that, but just in case, I thought I'd mention it. So yeah, I was using coconut oil on my lips. They're still dry all the time. And then I decided to add it into cooking. So for the last 3 days, I have had a little coconut oil on some of my meals. Today I made a salad dressing with about 1 teaspoon coconut oil. A little bit of mustard, a little bit of pickle juice from a pickle jar. That didn't have any, you know, anything in it other than maybe a little sodium. And some herbs and spices. So, and I just threw that over some romaine and ate some chicken with it. And then I sauteed some fish with about a tablespoon of coconut oil, and that was probably 3 servings of fish. So you kind of spread that out, but that's going totally okay. I don't think I'll go much further with the coconut oil other than that, but I am experimenting. I'm also thinking seriously about when I get into P3 and my body, and just the fact that I weighed in the 190s for I don't know, 10 years, and I'm curious about how my skin will bounce back. I never really have had any issues, but I am noticing with the HCG and how you're kind of like, you're losing here, and then you're losing here, and then you're losing there, but you're not losing here. Like, for instance, I have big calves, and I measured the other day, and my calves have stayed exactly the same. Yet my pants appear to be fitting better in my calves, so I don't know what that means. But I'm thinking vitamin E is probably a supplement that I'm going to use both in taking and putting on my body, because vitamin E is so good for skin elasticity. In fact, it's often recommended when you get pregnant to start putting it on your skin immediately to reduce stretch marks. So I've never been pregnant, but I want to both, you know, kind of lighten any stretch marks I have, but also I want my skin to like suck back in. I mean, I'm 31, so I'm imagining my skin elasticity is probably still reasonably decent at this point. I don't know, but that's something I'm thinking about doing, and I just thought I'd mention it. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to P3 hair products and skin products. My hair is awful, difficult to deal with. And then yesterday I accidentally had some Torini vanilla syrup with sugar in it. I had bought a caramel and a vanilla. I thought that they were both sugar-free, but somehow I picked up one that wasn't. And I had about a teaspoon. I don't know that it affected me in any manner. I didn't realize it till later, but whoops. So I thought I'd mention that. So I actually ate sugar by accident yesterday. Shit happens. That's really it. I probably will just say one other thing that is so exciting for me. I mean, you can see I'm kind of getting a little more narrow, which I love. So good. I looked in the mirror today and I'm like, my face looks different. I look kind of different to myself. But I'm only wearing one pair of pants that I was wearing when I started the HCG. And they were a little tight when I first put them on. In fact, I think I gained a few pounds before I started HCG, just out of pure excitement of getting on a plan, which is kind of a funny thing, but I feel like I've done that in the past. I want to start on a diet, so I immediately gain extra weight beforehand by accident. But so I only one pair of pants. Those are a size 14. They're from the Gap. They're getting pretty loose. I am in some size 12s. Some of my pants from Anthropology that I had from a few years ago, because I was down in the 180s a few years ago, are fitting loose. I think they're looser than they ever were a couple years ago. So I'm just so excited about the possibility of being able to wear a variety of brands and clothes. I went to school for fashion design. I've always been completely obsessed with fashion and clothes. I'm now a costume designer. I shop all the time. I'm in stores all the time. And I'm starting to feel a little more like I belong in the stores and I can wear these clothes. And in another 10 to 15 pounds, I'm going to be able to wear any designer brand, which is the most annoying thing on the planet. To have appreciation for something and have it not work for you, like J brand jeans or True Religion or all paper and denim and cloth, like all these super fancy jeans that I could never get into, and it would make me so irritated. And then like going into I don't know, the Gucci store or Fendi, like I always felt like an interloper, like I can't wear these clothes, these people are totally judging me. And it's so exciting because this is my career path and it's something I love and it's always been out of reach for me. So I'm ridiculously excited with the progress and the ease of HCG because it's allowing me access to things that have just killed me for years because I have been too fat to fit in anything designer, basically. I always figured out some way to look cute, but like, so excited. That's really it for now. I'm going to continue looking for Thanksgiving recipes, which I love cooking. I love baking. I am from South Carolina originally. And I make one of the best pecan pies ever. And so, although I'm not going to probably, if I do make that, I'm going to make it for my family and I will not eat any of it. Although I have found some recipes that might work for myself. But Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. Getting together with people, hanging out for like a day or two, and eating and cooking. So fun. So I'm going to be totally obsessed with researching recipes for a few days. And when I find some good ones, I will put the blogs at the bottom. So probably be looking for that in about a week or so. In the meantime, I'll probably be back on just giving you a quick update. This has been a really long video, but anyway. You guys are all doing amazing. Don't get down when things go bad. It's just, you know, stuff happens. And a lot of it is emotional. Emotional stuff happens. I mean, my biggest setback has been that it's been really hard for me to continue emotionally moving forward. I get scared, and I get frustrated, and I get bored, and none of this has anything to do with anything other than my mental state. And yeah, just keep working on your mental, just keep working on yourself, and eventually you will change habits. I've been working on myself and my habits for years and years, and every so often I have an epiphany or something changes and I become a little bit of a new and better person. And so the more you're aware of what you're doing, and when you question yourself, why did I do that? And sometimes you don't know, but just thinking the thought, why did I do that? I need an answer. Sometimes it comes to you. So you're all doing amazing, and keep it up. And it's really hard to stay on track during the holidays, so don't feel bad if you mess up. I think you're all doing amazing. All right, I will talk to you again soon, and have a wonderful week. All right, bye.